Right, it's starting the live stream. I told Krish a little bit about myself. There's Sheila. All right. And we're going to play a game tonight. There's Sister Annette. There's Annette. All right. Annette is joining. Do you see, do you see admit come
Okay.
up?
Now just click. Well, it just went away.
Oh, okay. So I went on and hit it, but
Oh,
next time
okay.
when you see it, I'll let you hit it. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I've got us. I think I've got our, let's see. All right. Let me record. All right. Welcome for a taste of manna. Everyone, we have a guest with us tonight, Krish. He's going to join us. He's interested in changing his lifestyle. And I told him a little bit about us, about our group. And tonight we're going to get started. We're not going to do a lot. We're not going to start with the, typically I start going over, I do a lot of lecture, but tonight we're going to start with um, the pad thai. That's what I'm going to be demonstrating how I make it. And I'm going to be giving you a lot of alternatives. But as I'm explaining the raw Thai, pad Thai, I'm sorry, we're going to run a game. And Jill, as folks come on, you can, if you don't mind, if you could key it in the, and the game is as I'm demonstrating the foods, you're going to have the first person that's able to look up the nutritional profile, and you can just start blurting it out when you find it. And Jill, whoever's first, if you would take names, whoever get the most nutrition profiles for all of the ingredients that I will be using in my pad thai tonight, you will get a free essential oils kit. Yay! But you're going to have to use it, and then and also there's a that little caveat. After you use it, we do want you to come back and just kind of tell us about your experience with it. So, and let me just repeat it. So as I'm going through the demonstration, I'm going to ask someone, I will hold up one of the items that I'm going to put in the recipe that I'll be using in the recipe. And I'm going to ask them, what I want you to do is go out real quickly and get the nutritional profile. For instance, if I am using red cabbage, then we need you to go out, Google the nutrition profile for red cabbage, and I want you to just start telling us all of the beautiful benefits with it. So whoever is first, Jill is going to write your name down, and whoever get the most nutrition profiles for the items or elements that I'm going to be using in my recipe, you will get a free essential oils kit. So I'm going to I'm going to put myself on video and go over. Go over to my kitchen. Oh, go on, Annette.
Quick question, sis. I just want to make sure I know the rules because I'm very competitive.
Okay.
So do you want us to raise our hand, and then the first one to raise our hand say what we find with the nutritional value for that particular item, or did you want us to just blur it out?
Actually, let's see. You can start blurting it out. If I'm talking, I'll stop talking. I don't know, Jill, which will work best, you think? Raise of hands or?
I don't have experience in that, but I think just blurting it out would be the quickest.
Okay, just blurt it out then. Whoever starts blurting it out first. We just had someone else to join.
If we have a tie, we have a tie.
Yeah, I'm going to be demonstrating a raw pad thai, and we're going to be playing a game. So as I'm showing you, as I'm demonstrating the product or the recipe, whoever, like if I hold up, let's say a piece of garlic, or a piece of ginger, whoever goes out and Google it and get the nutritional profile, I mean, we want a good nutritional profile, meaning what are the benefits of it? How is this, and it's uncooked. Everything that I will be using tonight is uncooked. It is a raw food demonstration. And whoever gets it first will just start blurting it out. Jill will be taking down scores. So like if you start first, she'll catch it and she'll mark a 1 for you. If Annette, whoever starts first, Jill is going to be collecting that. And at the end of the demonstration, whoever have the most nutritional profiles for the food items that I am using, I will give them a free essential oils kit that will also the essential oils kit includes a diffuser and essential oils and roll-on oils. It's really, really good. So that's if you have any questions, raise your hand, or we'll try to address it. But I'm going to put myself on mute on this computer, and I'm going to step over to the kitchen to the other computer. I'll be right back in a second. All right, let me turn up my I think someone's trying to get in, Jill.
Yeah, I just clicked it.
Okay. I'm going to reclaim. I'll just stay as co-host. I wonder, I'll do this. Okay. Can you all see me? Can you see me okay? Or no?
There's some kind of light right down the middle, but I can see you.
Can everybody see me? Oh, you can't?
No.
What about now?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see me now? Okay. Actually, I think if I just click on my, like Karen doing, okay, so let me click on my,
I just clicked on that.
okay. Can you change my view? I want to be in presentation mode. So let me look at this, my host tools. I want to, I don't know if you see me really well. Do you think you can? Not that. Uh-oh, okay. All right. All right, so can everybody see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me turn my video up. Everyone, we have a guest with us, Krish, and he's here to learn about health and wellness. So do welcome him in the chat. All right. So can you see me okay, Jill? How about still now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, great.
Yes.
So what I'm going to be demonstrating is raw pad thai. Let me just kind of go over since someone else has joined. We're playing a game for those that have come in, and the name of the game is whoever get the most nutritional profiles for the food items that I'm using, they're going to win a free essential oils kit. And the rule is, let's say that I hold up an ingredient, and whatever that ingredient is, you're going to have to go out, Google it, or if you know it, just start spurting it out. We want you to start giving the nutritional profile. What are the benefits of it? Vitamin A, vitamin C. These are the type of things that we're looking for. And you don't have to raise your hand, just start blurting it out. And Jill is going to, she's going to take count of how many you get, as you start off, whoever's first, and whoever get the most counts will win the essential oils kit, if that makes sense. So whoever starts first, start blurting it out, start talking, and she's going to. If it's a tie, Jill, just do two. You give them both if they start at the same time.
Okay.
All right, great. So Now, I know this may not be your typical raw pad thai, but believe me, it is actually delicious. And so, one of the things in the ingredients that the recipe called for, I think someone's trying to get in, is kelp noodles. I don't use kelp noodles, so but you most certainly can if you desire to do that. I
I
have
have the nutritional value for kelp if we're starting already.
you have what?
The nutritional value for kelp.
Kelp noodles? Go for it. Yes.
It says kelp, a type of seaweed, is a nutritional powerhouse rich in iodine, potassium, magnesium, iron, calcium, and various other vitamins and minerals, making a valuable addition to a balanced diet.
Wow. Nice.
Very good.
One for who is that? Annette? One for Annette.
Mhm.
Yep. Can you all see what I'm holding up?
Mhm.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay,
Yep.
what is this?
It's upside down. Mhm.
About there.
Okay, spring mix.
Spring mix.
Mix. All right. Nutritional profile. I start off in my bowl. The very first thing is with the spring mix. I am very colorful. I love colors. Can you see my bowl? I have this.
I sure can, and I can
Okay,
give you the
great.
nutritional value for spring mix too.
Go for it. You got it.
Spring mix,
Uh-huh.
a blend of tender baby greens, a good source of vitamin A, C, and K, and it's low in calories and carbohydrates, with a serving providing around 20 calories, 2 grams of protein, and 3 grams of carbohydrates. There you go.
Yes, nice. Look like we have someone else joining. The next thing I'm going to add is raw red cabbage. You've noticed I've shredded it up. Raw red cabbage.
I have the nutritional value for the raw red cabbage as well.
Yes.
I'm telling you all, I'm very competitive, so y'all need to get on the ball. Look for those nutritional values. Raw red cabbage is a good source of vitamin C and K, fiber, and antioxidants, offering a low-calorie, nutrient-rich option for a healthy diet.
Ooh, wonderful. Good stuff.
I'm so sorry I'm late. See, I wish I literally just bought a cabbage and it's not the red one.
Oh, you can use, actually for the pad thai, you can use the green one.
No, I just picked it up because I've never had the red.
You have.
Now I'm hearing, okay, so moving forward, I'll look into getting the red in the future.
Yeah, I love red. I even juice with red cabbage. I add it to my beet juice when I'm doing beets, red cabbage, and carrots. What I have here?
Carrots.
Carrots, all right. Nutritional profile.
The nutritional profile for carrots are a nutrient vegetable that provides a variety of health benefits. Calories 25 per medium carrot, carbohydrates 6 grams per medium carrot, fiber 3.6 grams per medium carrot, sugar 3 grams per medium carrot, fat 0.3 grams per medium carrot, and protein 0.6 per medium carrot. The vitamins in carrots are vitamin A, beta carotene, 509 mcg per medium carrot, vitamin K, 1.4 mcg per medium carrot, vitamin C, 3.6 milligrams per medium carrot, B vitamin, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, folate. There you go. That was a mouthful.
Very nutritious, these raw carrots, aren't they? Oh, good. My next item that you can go for, I've already sliced these. I love slicing these. I love the colors. I love the red bell pepper.
Bell peppers.
And the orange bell pepper.
Well, I gave people a chance. No,
Yes, you did.
bell peppers are a nutritious vegetable that comes in many colors and are members of the nightshade family. They're a good source of vitamin A and C, as well as fiber and antioxidants. Um, there you go. Also, for the newcomers, this is a game. Every time Sister Jackie lifts up a ingredient, we need to look up the nutritional value, and whoever says the most nutritional values for the ingredients wins a prize, which is an essential oil kit, which I'm really looking forward to.
Ah,
Come on,
I
people,
think, I
let's
think you got this
play.
one in the bag.
All right. Good, 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 good. You're doing a great job. And I'm guessing, it takes me a little longer I should have done these first. I am grading my carrots. Have you noticed? I even purchased the carrots that have the flowers on not the flowers, but the greens on them. Are the greens of the carrots edible? And if so, what's the nutritional profile of the greens on the carrots? Are they edible?
I'm letting people play. Come on. I don't want to be the only one. But
All
I
right,
do.
I'll go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, they are edible. And let's see. Carrot greens, also known as tops, are a nutritious and edible part of the carrot plant, rich in vitamin A, C, and K, as well as minerals like potassium and calcium. Key nutrients: vitamin A. Carrot tops are a good source of beta carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin C. They contain a fair amount of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that supports immunity. Vitamin K. Important for blood clotting and bone health. Minerals. Potassium. Important for maintaining healthy blood pressure. Calcium, essential for bone health. Iron, important to carry oxygen to the blood. Other, fiber, contribute to the healthy digestive system, antioxidants that help protect the body from damage caused by free radicals. Folate, important for cell growth and development. Chlorophyll, which supports detoxification.
Wow. Boy. And I like to juice them as well. So some of me, they're very, and the green tops, the other thing I've done, I've just plucked them off just like I would the cilantro leaves, and I put them in my salads. They're wonderful. I make use of every part of the vegetables. I don't, that is edible. I don't waste anything. If you see now, I have added the shredded carrots. You see mine. Can you see it? I have the shredded. Didn't it look
Lift the bowl
beautiful?
up higher. Lift the bowl higher.
Did
There
you
you go.
peel the carrots, Sister Jackie?
I shredded. No, I do not peel carrots. I buy
Oh, you
organic.
don't?
I do not. I
I
buy
buy organic too.
carrots, and I never peel my organic carrots. No.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's good to know. Thank
You
you.
want the nutrients in the skin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Red onions.
Mm. Anybody think about the red onions?
Oh, I love red onions. I love them. And I do have the nutritional value for red onions. Red onions offer additional value beyond their culinary use, being a good source of antioxidants, especially anthocyanins. I hope I said that right, which can contribute to their color and potential health benefits like supporting heart health and potentially reducing cancer risk. Red onions are packed with antioxidants, including quercetin, and anthocyanins. Anthocyanins, which gives red onions their color, are powerful antioxidants that may protect against cell damage. Onions include, vitamins and minerals. Onions provide essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, vitamin B6, folate, and potassium. They also contain smaller amounts of other vitamins and minerals like calcium, iron, and magnesium.
Mm. Didn't know all of that, did you? But I am chopping up
Did
now
not.
scallions, raw scallions. Nutritional profile.
Okay, scallions. Scallions, also known as green onions or spring onions, are a low-calorie, nutrient-packed vegetable, offering vitamin A, C, and K, minerals, calcium, iron, potassium, and fiber in small amounts. Let's see more. Ooh, okay. So vitamin K, 207 micrograms, vitamin C, vitamin A, minerals, calcium, iron, potassium. Other notable compounds are folate, fiber, antioxidants, saponins, beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin.
Mm. Can you see my salad? I have the carrots, I have the bell peppers, I have the green fill mix, the spring mix. I have the raw shredded red cabbage. Doesn't that look beautiful? Can you see those colors?
Yes, we sure can. They look super
Yeah.
delicious.
It looks colorful.
Awesome. Okay, the other thing that I have cut up, I'm about to cut up is cilantro. Nutritional profile, please.
I'm going to do that one. That's my favorite thing to eat. I'm looking that up. Annette, I'm looking that one up. I like cilantro. Hold on a moment. Cilantro. Okay. It's one of my favorite things.
Where did
Okay,
Jill go? Is Jill still here?
I'm here.
Mhm.
Oh,
All
okay.
right,
You're getting the
cilantro.
names. Okay.
Just went to
All
the
right, I'm ready.
bathroom.
Okay.
All right, cilantro, a fresh herb, is a good source of vitamin A, C, and K, as well as folate, potassium, and manganese, and is low in calories and fat. Vitamins and minerals. Vitamin A. Cilantro contains provitamin A, which the body can convert to vitamin A. Vitamin C. Cilantro is a source of vitamin C, an important antioxidant. Vitamin K. Cilantro is a source of vitamin K, which is important for blood clotting and bone health. Folate. Cilantro contains folate, which is important for DNA synthesis and cell growth. Potassium. Cilantro contains potassium, which is important for maintaining healthy blood pressure.
Yes.
Manganese. Cilantro contains manganese, which is an essential mineral involved in various body functions. Cilantro is low in calories, is virtually fat-free, low in carbohydrates, has a small amount of protein, has a small amount of fiber. Cilantro is a good source of antioxidants, which help protect the body against damage from free radicals.
Wonderful. Put that cilantro in there. Look at all the benefits. If you notice potassium, when we're looking at our own nutritional profile, we want to get our vitamins from the foods that we eat. That's why it's so important that we eat the rainbow. I talked about the rainbow. If you're listening to the nutritional profile, you see the benefits of the rainbow in what we're eating. We're talking, and with the nutritional profile, can you just imagine how you're feeding your body, how you're feeding your brain, and how you're improving your health? And look at it now. Look at all the reds and the greens. I've added my cilantro. Awesome.
Wow,
Cool.
pretty.
Great. Now, that's not so the last thing I'm going to do is I actually have some alfalfa sprouts. I purchased these. And sometimes what I do prefer are bean sprouts because you can get more nutrition in it. I did not sprout anything this week. In order to sprout, it takes me about 7 days. Typically, I try to use my sprouting, and that's what I would put in here. So I sent my husband up to Natural Grocers to get me the bean sprouts, but they only had the alfalfa sprouts. So nutrient profile for alfalfa sprouts, please.
I have the neutral profile for alfalfa sprouts, and it says that alfalfa sprouts are nutritious and popular addition to salads and sandwiches. However, it is important to note that they may contain harmful bacteria, so it is crucial to consume them from reputable sources. Nutritional value per 100 grams. Calories 23, protein 1.3 grams, fat 0.2 grams, carbohydrates 0.7 grams, and fiber 0.6 grams. Vitamins and minerals. Vitamin K, 10.1 mc grams, 8%, I guess, DV. Let's see, vitamin C, 2.7 milligrams, magnesium, 120 milligrams, phosphorus, 100 milligrams, potassium, 237 milligrams, iron, 0.3 milligrams, copper, 0.1 milligrams, magnesium, 0.1 milligrams. Other nutrients, I can't even say that, saponins, saponins.
Yeah.
Yep. Saponins, plant compounds with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Phytosterols, sorry.
That's okay.
Mind you, English is my second language, so I still have a hard time. But it also has plant compounds that may help lower cholesterol. Alfalfa sprouts are also a good source of folates, thiamines, and riboflavin.
Riboflavin.
There you go.
Thank you. That was awesome, awesome, awesome. The next thing I have here is edamame. Do you see the package? Let me show you my package. It is shell soybeans, which are edamame. This is my protein. This is going to be my, and there's other different, I mean, almost everything in here has some protein in it. But this is going to be my main source of protein. It is edamame. Do you see the package?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure do.
It is a good source of protein. It is organic. I always buy organic, and you want to make sure that it's non-genetically modified. This is one of edamame is something that can be genetically modified. So you do want to make certain that it says non-genetically modified and it is organic. For this, and I do not cook it. And I rinse it in water. And if you see can you see them? This is what they look like.
Yummy.
Yeah. I do not cook them. If you can't eat it uncooked because they're high in fiber, let me just so actually someone needs to get me the shell edamame nutritional profile. And I'm just going to toss these right over my my other ingredients.
I was giving an opportunity for anyone to get off mute, but here we go.
All right.
Nutritional value of edamame, also known as young soybean, is it's a nutritious and versatile legume. Here is a breakdown of its nutritional value. Calories 120 kcal, protein 9 grams, fat 4 grams, carbohydrates 13 grams, and fiber 4 grams. Micronutrients, vitamin K 26%, folate 121%, magnesium 24%, iron 19%, calcium 10%, vitamin C 11%, phosphorus 21%, zinc 19%. It's excellent source of plant-based protein, high in fiber, which promotes digestive health, rich in vitamins and minerals essential for overall health, contains antioxidants that may help protect against chronic diseases, and may support heart health and reduce cholesterol levels.
You remember that magnesium? Now you're understanding why food is so essential to eliminate things like blood pressure. The magnesium can actually we're looking at the magnesium, we're looking at the potassium. Even if and you notice I'm not putting any seasoning on these. All of these are fresh vegetables. their nutrient value and content has not been deteriorated by cooking. If you, like, again, if you cannot eat, some people, because of digestive issues like IBS, Crohn's, you may not be able to eat your edamame. You may not be able to eat it raw, lightly steamed, or if not, there are other alternatives. You don't have to use, I love edamame for reasons like when I talk with Asian women, they never experience what they call it, the hot flashes and all the menopausal symptoms that we go through. And a lot of reason they don't is because they have a diet high in soy products, edamame. You know, now all soy is not good for you. And you want to make sure, again, it is not genetically modified. That is like, this is the young, that it has not been adulterated by any means whatsoever, and it is organic. The next thing I said, I didn't use the kelp noodles. What I do is I spiral the zucchini. Zucchini is what I'm getting ready to demonstrate. Here's my little spiraler here. This is what I use to spiral it. And put my little tube here. Just put it in. Actually, I started. And if you'll notice, I'm just going to start spiraling it out here. Nutritional profile for my zucchini. Please.
Anyone besides Annette?
I think, Annette, you won you won the essential oils kit.
Oh goodness, I love it. Zucchini, a type of summer squash, is a nutrient-rich vegetable with numerous health benefits. Here's a breakdown of its nutritional value. Calories, 21 kcal. Carbohydrates, 3.9 grams. Fiber, 1.2 grams. Protein, 1.5 grams. And fat, 0.4 grams. Micronutrients, vitamin C, 22 grams. Potassium, 324
Wow. Yes.
milligrams. Magnesium, 22 milligrams. Vitamin A, 124 IU. Manganese, 0.2 milligrams. Vitamin B6, 0.2 milligrams. Folate, 36 mc grams. Other nutrients, antioxidants, phytonutrients, and lutein and zeaxanthin. Eye health. Health benefits, rich in fiber, promoting digestive health, low in calories and fat, making it a weight loss friendly food, provides essential vitamins and minerals for overall health, supports heart health due to its potassium and magnesium content, may reduce the risk of certain cancers due to its antioxidant content, and boost immunity with vitamin C. Yeah. I learned something new.
Yep. Look at my spiral zucchini. Can you see it?
Wow.
Wow, that looks awesome. And where did you get
Also-
your little spiral thing, sis? That is a neat tool.
Yeah, I got it from Walmart. It was maybe $5 or so, not more than 10. But
Oh,
I
wow.
love, you can also do spiral noodles for your spaghetti. You know, if you're on a low carb diet, you want to swap out. I do not cook it. I do buy it organic, and it's not very expensive. You know, so I could do a couple of these, put my spaghetti sauce on it. And again, there are certain things that I make sure are organic. My zucchini is one. And if you notice, I'm here eating it. Doesn't that look yummy?
That looks super yummy. And to be honest, I have never had raw zucchini, so I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, listen to all of the nutrients. I'm not giving you the nutritional profile. So we know that the information that you're getting is not coming from the source. And that doesn't really mean anything other than, you know, sometimes we can be a little biased, but I am not. I try not to be. Plus, it's good for sometimes for you to go and look for yourself to see the nutritional benefit of things. If you have heard, look at the entire nutritional profile of everything that I have added to this raw pad thai recipe. And again, for our vitamins, for our nutrients, we want to get them from our foods. That's the best source, is our food, so that we don't have to take a lot of adulterated or supplements. Because sometimes even with the supplements, our bodies don't absorb them, and you need right combinations. But and so getting your nutrition from your food is the best source. Now it's time. I also have some diced limes. Here you see my little diced limes. Yeah, not diced, but I have quartered them.
Mhm.
Now for the sauce, I'm going to use, the recipe calls for a fourth cup of raw almond butter. I didn't have any. I had some, this is a nut and seed butter that I have, and I wanted to go in and use it up. I typically, raw almond butter can be expensive, but another thing you can do is, I think this called for like a fourth or half a cup. You could actually get your almonds and soak them, let them soak overnight, and then that would be just as good. You could use whatever your nut butter. I like this one because it has nuts and seeds. Specifically, it has almonds in it, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. So nutritional profile for pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds, please. And I'm going to do a half a cup of this while you're looking up that nutritional profile. I'm going to do a half a cup. The recipe calls for a fourth a cup. I'm going to use a half a cup because I will eat this for my dinner tomorrow and probably lunch. So I actually am going to I separate the sauce. I don't put the sauce on it. I keep it separate so that my mixture doesn't get soggy. And then as I serve it to consume, that's when I add my sauce to it. So for the sauce, go on.
Could you show that your jar again for your nut butter?
Yes, and I make sure that my butters do not have salt in them at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And you said you wanted the nutritional value for flaxseed and what other nuts?
It's flaxseed, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds. It has almonds and cashews. Hmm?
You need to care.
Can you all see me okay?
And I can see your food.
Okay, you see? Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. They saw it as I mixed. So,
Okay.
yeah. All right, so I'm going to I'm using a half a cup of that. So I'm going to go in and put that in my blender.
Okay, I have the nutritional value for flax, pumpkin, and chia seeds.
Okay, go on.
It says they offer a rich source of nutrients, including omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, protein, and various minerals, with each seed having its own unique strength. Flax seeds, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, lignans, protein, magnesium, manganese, and thiamine. Benefits may support heart health, hormone balance, and digestive health. Macronutrients breakdown per 100 grams. It's 534 calories, 42% fat, 29% carbs, 18% protein. Pumpkin seeds, rich in magnesium, zinc, iron, protein, and fiber. Benefits may support immunity, brain function, and bone health. Micronutrients breakdown per 100 grams, 558 calories, 55% fat, 15% carbs, 30% protein. Chia seeds, rich in fiber, protein, omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, and antioxidants. Benefits may promote digestive health, energy levels, and heart health. Micronutrients, breakdown per 100 grams, 534 calories, 42% fat, 29% carbs, 18% protein. All right, there you go.
Awesome. The next thing I'm going to add, I have like Here's my garlic, fresh garlic. One, I love garlic, by the way. The recipe only called for like a teaspoon, but I'm a garlic lover and I just put several cloves. I have 3 cloves and they're kind of nice cloves. I also have my ginger, fresh ginger. And I'm going to add that to my, and it also called for a teaspoon. But again, I love ginger and I love garlic. So I'm going to add a little more. And so that's
Did you peel the
nutrition
ginger,
profile.
sister, Jackie?
Yes. What did you say?
Okay. Did you peel the ginger?
I did not because it's organic. If it's not organic, peel it. The other thing is I have a Vitamix and I don't have to. Vitamix is a high-speed blender that and if you don't have, because some blenders will have problems with with the skin if you don't, but no, I did not. And
Okay.
if I don't, again, if it's organic, I do not peel it unless there's a reason. Yeah.
Would you like me to give you the nutritional value for garlic and
Yes.
ginger? Okay.
Yes.
Garlic and ginger are nutrient-rich foods with low calories density, offering various health benefits like boosting the immune system, reducing inflammation, and potentially lowering blood pressure and blood sugars. Nutritional value for garlic per 100 grams, calories 120, protein 6 grams, carbohydrates 29 grams, fiber 2 grams, vitamin C and B, minerals, magnesium, selenium, potassium. And it contains allicin, 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 a compound with potential health benefits. Okay, ginger, calories are 180, protein 1 gram, carbohydrates 40 grams, fiber 2.5 grams, vitamin C and B6, mineral, magnesium, and potassium, and manganese. Sorry.
Manganese.
Manganese.
Yes.
There you go.
Awesome. Good. Did I say I also used a half a cup of raw tahini? And here's my raw tahini.
And I have the same thing.
Nutrient profile, please, for raw tahini. And while you're looking at the profile, you could substitute these things, for whatever you want to. These are my favorites. And some things can't be substituted, right? Like my garlic and my raw ginger. I'm gonna always, and sometimes I may use a cashew butter, sometimes, or cashews. Or if I have raw cashew butter, I'll use that. But I typically always have cashews, or I'll use seeds. I do like seeds. And what is the other? Or raw almonds. So any of those will work, for the for where it's, for your raw almond butter. It doesn't have to just be raw almond. It could be seed butter or nut butter. The tahini is probably pretty. Oh, go on.
It sure, Sister Annette, you're on a roll.
I think Sister Annette has that diffuser for sure, that essential oil.
Right, you have the diffuser. You got it. I'll read quickly. Raw tahini.
Yes.
Made from unroasted sesame seeds, is a good source of healthy fats, fiber, protein, and various vitamins and minerals, including copper, psyllium, phosphorus, iron, and zinc. Here's a more detailed information. Calories, approximately 89 calories per tablespoon. Fat, about 8 grams per tablespoon. Primarily healthy, unsaturated fats. Protein, about 3 grams per tablespoon. Carbohydrates, about 3 grams per tablespoon. Fiber, about 2 grams per tablespoon. Copper, a good source of copper, which is important for energy production and immune function. Psyllium, provides a good amount of psyllium, an antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage. Phosphorus contains phosphorus, essential for bone health and energy production. Iron, a source of iron, which is important for carrying oxygen in the blood. Zinc contains zinc, which plays a role in immune function and wound healing. Calcium provides a small amount of calcium, important for bone health. Has a little bit of thiamine, a little bit of vitamin B6, a little bit of manganese. That's it. That's what I got.
Awesome. But if you think about, look at all of this nutrition in the ingredients that I'm using, and I'm doing it raw. The other thing I use is, and again, this is dependent. You can use lemon juice. I have some coconut liquid aminos, or a lot of people use just the liquid aminos. And this is going to be like your substitute for soy sauce. I think it's the soy sauce, yes. And I like the coconut liquid aminos because there's less sodium. It's like 100 milligrams per sodium, but that's still per teaspoon. And then this one is the liquid aminos is going to be 310 milligrams of sodium for 1 teaspoon. And the recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of the tamari, coconut aminos, or nama shoyu. So either one of those and so these are the ones that I prefer when I'm using, and the thing is, when I'm cooking like this, I don't worry about the sodium. No sodium here. That's not natural, right? So, and then with my foods having the potassium and the sodium and all the other nutrients in it, it's going to kind of balance out the sodium. Plus, I'm drinking my water that I should, getting my good nutritional balance that I should, so that I don't worry about that as much. And this is my dinner for today. Now I'm not going to eat all of this today. So it's your choice, whatever you decide you want to use. You can do your own research, and then whatever tastes well to you. Bragg's liquid aminos or Bragg's coconut liquid aminos. Wonderful. Now the other thing the other thing it calls for, if you want to keep it vegan, is maple syrup. Like it's going to be like 3 to 6 tablespoons of maple syrup. I double my recipe. So the original recipe called for 3 tablespoons. Because I double it, I'm going to put 6 tablespoons. But you can either use raw honey, or you want to keep it vegan, pure maple syrup. And it has to be the pure 100% maple syrup only, with nothing added to it. So I have that. Let's make sure I have all of my ingredients. Whew, boy, I have my lime wedges. All right, now I started off with my water. I have all of this is for my sauce. I have it in my blender. And let me put my lid on, and I'm gonna give it a whirl. I may have to put my, if it's too noisy, I may have to turn down my the noise level, but let's go for it. I may have to put a little bit more water in it. It just depends. Okay, let me try it. Let's see what we got. We'll take it one more time. Another thing to remember, like sometimes you'll have the lemon wedges, or here I have the lime wedges. A lot of times when you add the juice from the lemon, here's my lime, it also intensifies the flavor of sodium of salt without you having to add more salt. So that's another thing to remember. It almost like enhances the salt to give it a more saltier flavor for those that feel like, I just don't have enough salt in it. Now, I haven't put any salt in this one yet, but I'm going to go in and taste it, see if it meets my fancy.
Yum.
It's a
Yum.
little thick, so I need to add a little bit more water to it, but it is delicious. And I'm not going to add any salt. I had the Celtic sea salt, but I don't need it. It is absolutely, utterly delicious without it. But let me get a little bit more water. Filtered water is what I use. Ooh. This is wonderful. I tell you, this is absolutely wonderful. And again, if you have the nuts and if you have nuts and you don't have the butter, all you need are the nuts. If you have a high-powered blender, just soak your nuts and use that instead, and the seeds as well. Ooh, it's delicious. All righty. All right. Oh yes, that's what it looks like. Let me put it in a cup. I want you to see it. When I have guests over for potluck, I'll typically just put it in one of these because it pours out. You see that? I think you put syrup or something. It pours really easy, you know, when I have potluck. I have a health and wellness group. This is something they would just, I'm going to go in and pour it in here. Can you see it? Can you see the consistency of it? Do you see it? Doesn't that look good? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yum.
Ooh, this is so good.
Wish I could have some.
Yep, same here, Sister Jill.
Now, how would I do this? Here's my bowl. Here's my fork. I'm gonna get all of my little things down here, all of my. I will not put the sauce on here. If I was taking this to church for potluck, I would. Right when right before we get ready to serve it, you see all my noodles. Look at this one noodle. Look at
It's a long noodle.
it is. I'm sorry.
Share that with Brother Danny.
I know, right? And my kids love this. I would take things like this to church because it looks so beautiful. People automatically wanted to try it. The colors, when you see the variation in colors, it actually just is almost like the taste buds. Just looking at it, our senses, it's almost like, oh, just the color of all the variation of the rainbow. Now, looking at all the nutrient contents, you know why now you see why it's important to eat the rainbow. Our nutrition is taken from everything, all of the plants that are edible. God created everything. And so that's why it's so important for us not to get hung up like some people are of just eating certain things. We want to make sure that we can, we have our taste buds, our palates are desiring the entire rainbow. Because you notice I have I love cilantro. And I could just the other thing you can do, you don't have to put it all together. You can, sometimes I will keep my edamame separate in case people didn't want them. I'll have it, in its separate little dish. And just have the shredded vegetables. And that way, if somebody didn't want it, they wouldn't have to, they wouldn't, they could just get them if they chose to. But typically everything else people love and they want. And then when you look at something like this, you just automatically want to taste it, whether you like it or whether you think you'll like it or not. Look at these noodles, right?
I love it. I love it. I'm
know.
excited. I'm going to look for that little device you have. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, it's the spiraler. And you see my noodles, and I love that. I never cook them. I always let me set that out. And then what I'm going to do next is I just pour my sauce. And then I will mix it. Pour my sauce over it. And there's my pie thai. Ooh, let me squeeze. I am going to put a little lime on it. Oof, got to do that, with that cilantro and again, be adventurous. If there's something that your palate isn't for, that I've used, there's some things that are going to be a staple for this recipe, like the zucchini or the kelp noodles, and maybe some other noodles that you desire. But if so, make sure that you're getting good, nutritious noodles that you can get some sort of nutritional benefit. You don't want something that is just full of carbs and that's it. And the other thing is, I just want to kind of, you all see all of that. Look how beautiful that is. Doesn't that look sumptuous? Look at all those colors. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I have my fats. I have everything. And this is a good, healthy, nutritious meal after lunch. I have my good, healthy fats, things that my body recognizes, things that God created my body to properly digest, because these are the source of food, and it's in the source of foods God created for us to eat, and also no cooking at all. That means that I am getting 100% of the nutritional value of these foods. All of the nutrients that Ann and Denise gave you for the ingredients that I was using. Boy, and it's wonderful. What do you think? What are your thoughts? And this sauce, if I had used salt, what I was going to use for this one is the Celtic sea salt. And you could use that. That's what it looks like if you want. I don't need it. Don't need any salt in it. It tastes fine just like it is. Squeeze my little lime over it and That's what, so when you hear my husband say, I've never seen anybody that eat vegetables, that eat food like that, and all you just, this is good. This is good. It is delicious, believe me. Yeah. And
It is. Trust me.
It is really delicious. So I'm going to turn this. I think that's my food demonstration. Are there any questions about anything that I used tonight? No questions? All right, I'm going to close this. Well, actually, I don't have to close this computer. I'm going to go over to the big computer. It doesn't take long. What I try to do sometimes is there's some things that you can pre-cut up. Not everything, but if you can pre-cut your foods up. For my mix, it took a long time for me to go through it here for you, but only because I was demonstrating. We were looking at the nutritional profile. Let me just get my mouse. Set this one back. I'm going to go back to the other. I have returned. You hear me? There we go. All right. Let me see what folks, 25 comments. Oh, Chris didn't stay with us, did he?
No, he left just a few minutes after you started cooking.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Sister
But
Ann.
I did have a question, sis.
Yes.
Will you have the recipe posted anywhere, or do we just come to you for the recipe? I know you just kind of winged it and just used like one zucchini and stuff. Are there like specifics amounts
Yes, I can give you the recipe. I can post it in the women's chat if you like.
Yes,
The
that would be
recipe.
great.
Would that be good? Okay, good. And again, experiment with it. If you want a different type of zucchini, sometimes I'll use the yellow squash. Any other questions?
Can you also post a spiraler and where we can get the Vitamix if we're interested in that?
Yes, yes.
And can you post that link from last week when you had for the oils? Can you post that link again, please?
Yes.
Thank you. In the women's chat, please.
Okay, yes, I can
Thank
do that. Yes. Yes. All right, it's 7. All right. Any questions? Jill, you have anything to add?
I think you did a great job. It
All right.
it looks good. You made it tasty. Just that's
Oh,
and you help
and-
people understand how important raw food is. There's a lot
yeah,
more nutrition in raw food than there is the cooked, and
yeah,
that's one reason why um, Jackie wanted to make something that's raw. And of course, you can take that same thing and you can cook it all, but you're just going to lose a lot of the nutrition. And the things that I think about raw versus cooked is many times when you're eating raw, it's more crunchy, it's flavorful. I think the flavor is better in raw than it is cooked. Of course, you keep in mind that's the way God originally meant for it to be,
yeah.
raw
That is,
food.
yeah. Our fruits. I mean, all of those. And actually, the fruits that I use, which of the ones were fruits? I did use some herbs. So somebody tell me what were the herbs I used?
Is cilantro an herb?
Yes.
I saw cilantro in there.
Yep. Cilantro, garlic, and the
Green onions.
green
Mhm.
onions.
Is green
Yeah.
onions an herb?
It was
Yep.
red onion.
Scallions, green.
Yep.
No, the chives, the scallions, the green onions. We call it green onions in the Caribbean too. So it's chives, green onions, or scallions. It's the same thing. Is that an
Yeah.
herb? Okay.
Yes, I think that yes. Yep. 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 The herbs, which are very good for cooking. You're getting so, I mean, that's just your flavors are coming together. The other thing, somebody said, what is the difference of Celtic sea salt from other salts? Huh, boy.
Minerals.
Yeah, the minerals
Yeah,
in
mineral.
the
Yeah.
Celtic. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't have iodine, but you don't need it. You can get iodine from other sources if you need. But that's the other thing. Our body will naturally absorb and take from the foods, providing we're eating the rainbow. That's the importance of eating the rainbow. You're getting a good variety and mixture, and all of the vitamins from each part of the rainbow enhances one another. And like I think, and from I was just thinking about chia seeds are very high in calcium. Well, we need calcium to help our bodies to absorb the vitamin D. So many things I have put together. They are enhancing the other components. They're either um, they're either allowing my body to absorb from the other nutrients. So that's one of how they enhance one another. That's why it's so important to eat the rainbow. Eat foods that are companions to each other when you're making something like that as well. If you wanted to throw on some nuts on most certainly you can do that. Your raw pad thai, whatever you want to do to make it flavorful and delicious. You can I've even taken it and made a wrap with it. So
Mhm.
there's a plethora of things that you can do with it. Let's see if there are any other questions. We need more cooking. We need more cooking with yes. And it wouldn't have taken me 30 minutes to put that together. Everything was raw. And but again, you need the raw the raw. You need the right utensils, a good sharp knife for the slicing of my red bell peppers, and again, make it a family event. So often we think that women should be in the kitchen. No, bring the kids in, bring hubby in. Sometimes I'll have Danny slicing up shredding the red cabbage. We're talking. So often we forget that meal, even as far as preparing meal, can be a family event. You're talking, you're joking. I mean, I was just eating, and Danny will crack jokes. So these are things that we can get creative to make it a family event. Give each person, let one do the spiraling, the other doing the shredding. Dinner is ready in no time. Let one, if you want to, I don't think you dice up the nuts. But anyway, you can chop up, you wanted someone to chop up nuts. But I know that you can get creative, that you make it a fun time, an enjoyable time. These are some of the things that you can do to enhance your meals, the flavorfulness of it. And I tell you, I still smell that cilantro. I just love everything. I love raw onions. I love everything I put in it. So I hope you enjoyed that. And it does help when you have the right utensils, the spiraling. And again, if you can even like the zucchini, I use that. I know the church that I visit, that not the church, the church I came from, they were very big in pastas. Well, you know what? My body don't do pasta. And what I would do is that if they were making sauce, then they would make vegan sauce. That I would just spiral up my whole zucchini, and that's my noodle, right? And look, yeah, all the nutrition that I'm getting from. So there's so many things that you can do to enhance your foods to make them more flavorful. I think we're going to end tonight. I don't want to take, I just want to, I don't want to just doing, I know lectures, just, lectures can be kind of, um, I don't want to just give you lectures. I think that demonstrating the foods, letting you see the colorfulness of it. And I guarantee you, this is the thing. There are people that didn't really eat salads at my church that I attended, but when I would bring food like that with the variation and all the beautiful colors, it was so pretty. And I make it, I tell you, presentation is something. I had everything just beautifully lined. It was better than what you would see in a restaurant. They couldn't help but taste it. And then once they tried it, they wanted the sauce. And they came back and back and back for more. So, and I think that's why that's the other thing. The colors appeal to the taste buds, to the palate. Just looking at, how our five senses, our five senses actually can complement one another. Either also, when I look at something so appealing and so delicious, my mouth starts watering for it before I even taste it. That and believe me, that is a fact. So make sure your meals are beautiful. Be intentional on making your meals beautiful. They don't have to be boring and dry. You make it beautiful, make it pleasant, and invite friends over because mealtime is a very special time. These are times we can sit down and we can talk about the goodness of God. We can talk. When I think of the foods like that, I think of the Garden of Eden. I can't wait. I say, oh my goodness, in heaven, I'm just going to be able to experiment with so much stuff that I didn't have here on earth, right? But the other thing is when I looked at it is that I feel that everything my body needed for healing, prevention of disease, God gave it to us in the foods and in their natural state. And now you'll see ultra processed foods and some of the adulterated foods, the ultra processed foods. They're some of the big reasons that we are experiencing so much. I mean, we're in a health crisis here, obesity, metabolic syndrome, all different type because, because I think that we have allowed our lifestyle to control us rather than us control our lifestyle. If I don't have enough time to prepare a meal like this, that means I'm too busy. This is something I think, I look for my health. And when I eat like this, I feel wonderful. I don't feel bloated and sleepy and tired. I feel good. And I kid you not, ask my husband. I'm going to have him come on. I'm just sitting there. This is just so good. This is just wonderful. It really is. Oh, it's really delicious. And I just want to share one other thing with you. We talked about holistic health. Holistic health and health is for the whole person. The Bible says, I wish above all things that thy will prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prosper. My health is contingent on my psyche. It's contingent on my emotions. It's contingent upon me getting the nutrients in my body that it needs, getting the exercise that I need, breathing fresh air, getting a de-stressing, relaxing, allowing myself to enjoy my meditation time. And a lot of times we feel that when we're in the presence of God, that we just want to do talking. Sometimes we just need to be just be still. Just sit there and listen. Let your thoughts think on heavenly things and let the Holy Spirit just minister to you. I want to share one other little thing. I'm just going to share just a brief moment of this. This is a video. Let me stop. Let me do a share. Host. Oh, I've got to go back and I disable my being host. I got to go back and make me a host again. I just want you to listen to this and watch the picture as I'm playing the music. And I just want, there are times we just need to stop and just be still and just let our bodies, let our minds, we can work in very stressful jobs, situations and circumstances. There are times we need to be intentional about allowing our bodies, our minds, everything to just de-stress and relax. The name of this is also a music therapy, and it has nature built in it, and it is for restoration of the nervous system. Think of this, I think of creation, the birds of the air that God created, the lilies of the fields. Look at just look at that little one. Isn't he beautiful? Look at those beautiful bright colors. These are God's creatures and he cares for them. And how much more does God care for us? He gives us beautiful things. Nature, look at the vegetation, look at the greenery, look at the trees that God gave us to keep our air purified. But through industrialization, we have destroyed so much of nature. And as a result of that, our climate, our environment is no longer as pure. God created so many of these things to keep our air pure. Look at the little bird just eating. Isn't that cute? And listen to the music. God desires for his people not to be stressed. He wants us to be relaxed, to trust in him. Oh, look at that little cute one. No wonder this could restore the nervous system. This is something good to listen to before we go to bed. To just clear our mind of our trials and our toils and just concentrate on our Creator. Look at that, isn't that cute? And just think we poison the environment. Oh, that is just so beautiful. Oh. We poison our environment for these little ones when we're using fertilizers with so many chemicals and pesticides. These are the vegetation that our young birds and things are, nature, they thrive on and they live on. They enjoy. They know how to enjoy creation that God created for them. Let me stop. That's a YouTube video if you desire to check it out. And I would, just like if you had a hard day at work, just sit down and listen to it, look at it, and think on God and creation. And think of God as how he prepared and provided for the birds, the lily of the fields. And the word says, how much more will our Heavenly Father provide for us? God loves us and he desires to give us good things. He wants our mouths to taste of the good things, to taste and see that they are good. Everything that God gave us back in the garden, he looked at that and it was good. It was very good. He gave it to us for our health, not just our physical, but for our mental health, for our emotional health. Nature is a very part of man. Sometimes we just need to go hiking. We want to get, as close to nature as it can. I don't know about you, but when I'm in nature, it makes me think of my creator, and just it makes me even think of the New Jerusalem and Eden, how we're going to enjoy again Eden restored means that we're going to be able to enjoy the things, the goodness of God that he gave us in the beginning. We will no longer be at odds with the animals. They will be our pets. They will be our friends, our companions, and we will live happily. And I think this is just so beautiful. So please make a point of the 8 laws of health. They are so important and they work synergistically. You know, with science is even showing we're not allowing ourselves to detoxify from our worries. Another thing, trusting in God, asking God to show us, Lord, how to trust you, how to bring our cares and our worries to him and leave them there. Because stress and worry can cause heart attacks. They can cause, and science is even showing they could cause many of our diseases today. So the word says, I wish above all things that thou shalt prosper and be in good health. Our loving Father wants us in good health. He wants us to prosper mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And so these are some of the things that nature that God has given us that we want to enjoy and to incorporate into our lifestyles. It's about a lifestyle that keeps me trusting in God, because the more and more I eat of the natural things, I consume of the natural things, as well as the various modalities for my health, the more and more I'm reminded, God says, I am the one that healeth thee of all thy diseases, right? Whew, I think that's so beautiful. But I'm not going to keep you. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's presentation, and I do hope that I will post I'm going to post the recipes as well as the links. I'll also put a link to this video in the women's chat, and so that you can just partake of it or use it as you like. Again, the recipe can be alternated for various things. I think the key about that is try to stay raw as much as you can, but incorporate foods that you enjoy. But we want to stay in their natural state as much as possible, and that state is right out of the garden. All right. Anything, Jill, you want to add?
I know that sounded good.
Okay. All right. Anything from anybody online? All right, Sister Annette. If you would just go to WhatsApp and send me give me your address, I will get that diffuser out to you in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah, I will be sure to do that. Thank you, Sis Jackie.
Yes, yes. And again, I wish above all things that I will prosper and be in good health. The Bible, John, I think it says, the thief come but to kill, steal, and destroy. And how much more he can rob us. He wants to rob us of our joy. He wants to rob us of our health. He wants to rob us of all things that pertains to our life. But right after that, Jesus said, but I come that you may have life, and that more abundantly. We can have the happy life in Christ and partake of the fruit of the vine, the fields, the garden that he gave us in the beginning to restore health and to fight against disease in our bodies. You all have a good evening. Thank you. Thank you. Invite friends next time. And hopefully Jill can demonstrate something next week. Actually, let me put it this way. I have one more thing. For the person that wants to volunteer to demonstrate, I will also give you a diffuser and essential oils, but it has to be healthy. So if you want to demonstrate, let me know. Then the one that wants to step up and yes, the one that volunteers to demonstrate a good, healthy eating recipe, I will give to you an essential oils diffuser. So until next time, I will also post a link to the video in case you want to go back, in case you want to send it to your friends. But have a good evening, and remember that Christ come, and Christ said, I come that we may have life and more abundantly. Our Lord and Savior want us to have an abundant life in him. Until next time, I will see you guys. So have a good evening.
Night, night.
All right. Night, night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good
Good night,
night.
everyone. Good
Blessings.
night.